Hi everyone, it's Kathie. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm featuring the May 2018 Paper Pumpkin Kit, and this is the second alternate project, and hopefully I'll be able to get to maybe one or two more using this kit, and then we'll move on to June's. Okay, so here's the card, a very simple, quick Father's Day card. I'll be using most of the elements from the kit and starting off with the small white banner, and then we're also going to use the white label, kind of a hex shape one. And then we're also going to use this other label shape. I did stamp out the sentiment in advance. I did stamp out happy on a white piece of cardstock and stuck it above the Father's Day just for a bit of contrast. And then I also have a second label in the same shape, and I just trimmed it down to just under 3/4 of an inch. And I have the seafoam panel that I cut down from the kit, and also a top folding card base in Whisper White. As for the envelope, I just trimmed off the edges to get to the main panel, and I cut down a little strip that measures 3/8 by 5.5 inches to accent the side of the card base. All right, so we're going to adhere that piece down on the left side of the card base. And then once we're done that, we're going to stick down the seafoam piece, which I did cut down and now measures 4 by 5.5 inches. And then onto this white label piece, we're just going to cut it in half, and we're going to use them as handles for the trophy. And after I put it together, I did find the little section below the Father's Day word is a little bit bare and it needed something else. Now, if you actually have a mustache punch or something, that would actually work. But you'll see what I decide to do. And it was pretty well last minute. Okay, so we have the base piece there, and I grabbed the little banner. I just snipped off the ends. I did leave the silver edge all around and just stuck it on the bottom. And I took one of the tails that I snipped off and I stuck that on the top left as an added accent. And I'm just showing you if you wanted to use another banner to kind of connect the two pieces together instead of having to stick them down separately. But I decided I'll just save that little banner for something else, and I'll just stick them down individually. And I decided I'm going to raise these with some dimensionals. Once I'm happy with the placement, I'll just press it down. See what I mean? That it looks a little bit bare underneath the words Father's Day. So we're going to use the other side of the banner that we snipped off. I'm going to cut that in half. We're going to use the stamp set called Make a Difference, or you can use any stamp set that you have that has a pound sign and a number 1 stamp. Since the number 1 ribbon that I'm going to create was an afterthought, I'm going to have to use another white label, and I'm going to use a 5/8 inch hole punch to create a little circle. When you create yours, just punch it out off of one of the handles before you glue it down. On the circle piece, I stamped the number 1 on it, and then I glued together the two little tail pieces. I did stick down a dimensional and then the little circle piece over top, and then another dimensional on the back. And I'll show it to you on the finished card, but then afterwards I decided I didn't really like it, so I did take it apart and I stuck down the little tail pieces onto the circle as one level, and then I put dimensionals on the back. So here is the final look, where I've decided that that's how I want it, but then again, I'm not sure. I think I like it the first way better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's card tutorial. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye for now.